A year has passed since the dramatic ouster of Sheikh Hasina from Bangladesh and the shift in power. Celebratory marches marked the anniversary across the country. Elections have finally been announced as the country struggles to get back on democratic rails again. This amid a continuing power play and clinging to power as Bangladesh looks for a new identity.
A sea of students and activists celebrate Victory Day in Dhaka, a peaceful march, as distinct from the over 1,400 people killed violence on these streets exactly a year back. Today, they call it breathing a cleaner air.
Previously, the government used to suppress and oppress those who disagreed with them or belonged to the opposition. But today, you can see Hefazat, Chhatra Shibir and Biplobi Chhatra Parishad all carrying out their programs here. It feels really good to see that after a long time, all these people are finally able to observe Victory Day and hold their programs in their way.
A day-long program titled 36 Days of July celebrated the anniversary. Yunus earlier read out what's been called the July Declaration that he said reflects the aspirations of the people of Bangladesh. The 26-point document around Bangladesh's political history accords constitutional and state recognition to the 2024 student-led uprising. A highlight of the day was a televised address by Yunus and announcement of elections, a long overdue answer to a long-standing demand.
Now it is time to complete our final responsibility, the national election. On this historic day, after completing this speech in front of you, we will enter the final and the most important chapter. Now we will start the process of handing over the responsibilities to an elected government. On behalf of the interim government, I will send a letter to the Chief Election Commissioner requesting that the Election Commission organize the national elections in February 2026.
What contours will these elections take? The clampdown against Sheikh Hasina's backers over the last year, the ban and court cases would suggest the end of the political road for her. But she refused to consider herself out just yet. In an open letter criticizing the Yunus regime, Hasina says,
They may have taken power, but they can never take away our spirit. Let us never forget that power belongs to the people, and no regime can suppress that will of a nation forever. Our struggle is not over, our cause is just. Together we will rebuild what has been broken. Together we will reclaim the institutions that were taken from us.
The optimism that may have initially followed the change in government has for many been tampered by the realities of the past year. The promised swift return to full democratic processes has faced big headwinds. There's also the new identity factor. A series of atrocities against Hindus and Hindu interests have riled India, setting the tone for a distinct shift in the country's positions and alliances in South Asia. Bangladesh's secular foundations are out. Islamism is in. Liberalism is out. An Islamist principled social milieu and governance has taken over. Leading towards India possibly becomes a thing of the past. Pakistan is the new ally. Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar is scheduled to visit Dhaka later this month to boost ties with Bangladesh. It will be the first visit of Pakistan's Foreign Minister to Bangladesh in 13 years since Hina Rabbani Khan's trip. The growing influence of parties with a historical anti-India sentiment naturally raises alarm bells in New Delhi. Crucial elections next year and a critical interplay of domestic political shifts and regional dynamics will shape not just Bangladesh's future but also the stability of South Asia.